It has been a month to the day since I finished my dreads and installed my extensions. I just wanted to do a update on how everything is going. They're still a little bit fluffy. I tried to start looking into ways to get my hair to lock up a little bit faster, at least be less frizzy. One of the things I found was that actually wearing hats or things on your head a little bit more can help the hair lock up, specifically wool. I don't think this is wool, I think this is cotton, but it has the same effect. It actually has helped. This is the second or third day in a row that I've worn it just when I get home or just around the house, and it has definitely helped them condense a little bit more at the top. I've been palm rolling them more to try to help them tighten up some as well. It's only a month in, but I've started to notice that they are getting a little bit more individualized, I guess is the word. They're starting to form and become dreads a little bit more. They're definitely not there. It's only been a month, but I can tell that it's no longer normal hair. I do have, as you can see, a couple of them that I'm plaiting together because they were too small. These two were way too small on their own, and this was the same. This one was way too tiny, and this one I could plait it with. And there's just one over here. This is the one that I was going to redo the extension, so I haven't been maintaining it as much because I'm still going to redo that extension. But neither of these two were the right size on their own either. Yeah, that one, you can see the hair sticking off of it where it's not stitched in the extension anymore because the extension isn't the right size. I am going to do a video of redoing those. But I'm waiting for some dread beads and a spiral lock that I ordered finally. I love Etsy, and both shops are based in Australia, so they should be here sometime this week. When I get them, I'll try to do a video on that as well. So I do still have this regular hair underneath, and they do still have little tiny knotted areas at the top. You can't really see it, but I can feel it. I think eventually I might put extensions on those, but for now I kind of like having that little tiny bit of hair. So I don't know how long my actual hair is in comparison to the extensions. I'm probably eventually going to put extensions on them, but I have to make them first, and I'll probably do the same thing when I maintain this. I'll probably do all of that together. So since I've been palm rolling more, it has helped tighten the hair. I've been palm rolling about every other day. Not too long, just long enough to get my hands rolled around at a time or two. I think in total to do my whole head it takes about 30 minutes or so, give or take. So it's not too terrible. And when I palm roll them after I wash, I still use my coconut lime tightening spray that I got. It's still really useful, and you can see I've used quite a bit of it since I opened it. I am also still using the Locks shampoo just in my dreads. When I wash, it's kind of a process because I still use the Trader Joe's tea tree stuff just in my bangs, because I've noticed if I use the Locks, I feel like I'm using too much of it, and it's meant for dreads, so it's a little bit thinner and it cleans my scalp perfectly for the dreads. But for my bangs right here and just this tiny bit around my face, I just use some of this still. This is gonna last me forever though. When I wash my dreads, I put a squirt of that in my hands, rub it between my hands some, and then I'll start with one side of my hair all flipped over, and I'll just go between each row as best I can and flip a few over and go between them. Get to the middle, I go to the other side, and then I start flipping my hair forward from the back and doing the same front to back. And then I'll just kind of try to massage between the rows as best as possible, make sure I get everything. And then I just rinse it out really good. At the same time, right when I get done with that is when I do my bangs and the little tiny hairs around my face. The only reason I use the tea tree shampoo as well around my face for these little tiny bits of loose hair that I have is because they clean better with that shampoo, so they don't get as greasy as fast because it is still loose hair. That's just how my head works. That's what works for me. Some new things that I've gotten that's been helping is I did get this Locks Tea Tree Spearmint Refreshing Spray and Locks Vanilla Twist Conditioning Oil. I knew I needed some refreshing spray because the oils will help, because it's not actual oil in your hair. It doesn't grease your hair down or anything, but I definitely noticed that my hair was getting, I don't want to say brittle, but I felt like it needed some sort of moisturizing. And ever since I've started using this, and then once a week I use this conditioning oil, just put a tiny bit in each strand when I'm palm rolling. Since I've started doing that, it seems that my hair has kind of calmed down some. So I think it was just needing a little bit of love. Overall, everything's been good. I've been getting compliments on my hair. I also get looks, but I don't really care. I put reindeer ears on the dog. But no. My next video I will probably do on the spiral lock and the dread beads, and we'll go from there.